Namaste and greetings, my beautiful queens, kings if any, but most of you queens. In this video, I will not do the readings on the cards, but I will show you several cards which show you, if you have, please understand this, if you watch the tarot readings on YouTube, you need to know at least a little bit about the meanings of the cards. It's better if you know not a little bit. I will tell you why. Well, it's not a secret for no one that it's not secret to no one. You know, everyone wants to hear what they want to hear. And the channels in which you will be told the actual meaning of the card, how it is, instead of fairy tale, is extremely rare, because they're channels which get a lot of subscribers, channels which get a lot of followers, are the channels where people hear what they want to hear. There are very little channels which are exclusions, in where while seeing the Seven of Swords, you will be told what this horrible card means. My channel is exclusion, and I said even if I have 500 people following my channel, but those people who want to know what the cards really mean, I will be doing videos for such people. In this channel, cards are read exactly how they must be read. No fairy tales, no nonsense. So I will show you the cards which will show you, whether in other readings or you do your own deck, where you are in big trouble. To be exact, you are dealing with a terrifying, scary personality which is called narcissist. Before I start to say anything, of course, I will leave in the comment section, and I also will leave in the description section the video, and I have already shared it in my community, but I need to drag more attention to it, because this is what I see, 20 cases a day. It's terrifying. Dr. Ramani channel, she is literally, you know, I'll be honest with you, this woman I worship as goddess, because not only she has a ridiculous, incredible, insane amount of education herself, but she never stops. I don't know how old she is. She is not a young girl. She is probably close to her 50s or something like this. She is author of several books, but every single probably day she gets into a deeper research over other of all the aspects of this crazy, insane epidemic called narcissism, which is going on. And instead of keeping it to herself, she's giving it freely, and she's giving it so in such way that it's easy to understand even by a 14-year-old girl. And I've shared with you in my community, and I will share it here, her video, which is called Narcissist and Path, Dark Fairy Tale. I will not tell you who is a narcissist. I already talked about it myself. And I already even explained why, instead of doing only the readings and tell you all kinds of fairy tale, or starting another channel in which I would be talking, maybe I will. I actually want to start a new channel, Lala Agni Life Coaching, when I will be sharing with you the information I find out, get to know, so I can share it with you just like Dr. Ramani does. Maybe I will. But why I do such thing here in tarot channel, because people who come to watch tarot readings are, let's face it, 90% of them are in some type of toxic, abusive, dead end, or some wrong for their happiness and joy and health relationship. Let's make it clear. Let's face the truth, even no one likes the truth. Nobody loves the truth, but the truth is such. If you come to look for the readings on YouTube connected with tarot cards, does he think about me? Will he call? What his next move is gonna be? 98% chances that you are in relationship which are not going the way you wish they were going. Means you have problems with this man. Most of you are women. And for some of you, of course, when cards are positive, you see, when cards are positive, I will read you them as positive. Of course, I read the cards exactly as they are. But most of such cases, when women go to watch videos on YouTube, they want to hear, oh, he is sore. You know, being honest with you, it's true. I've blocked. If I see the, like YouTube is offering me to watch some tarot readings, they offer me to watch this. I do not take the subjects of my reading from other channels. I do not watch other channels. I do not even go there. I will tell you why. Because it drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. Even there, the names of the reading. No contact. What does it mean? No contact means he doesn't give a damn, and you have to cut this person out of your life. He cheated. Is he sorry? Should I forgive him? Really? Seriously? You do the reading like this, or she's holding a card which says, I've been thinking about you. And a comment says like, oh, he hasn't been calling me for 2 years. And now I know he's still thinking about me. Seriously. This drives me crazy, even though I do readings in which cards are wonderful and great. But I read the cards how they are. So unfortunately, people come to look for sweet lie and a sweet hope, which unfortunately prolongs their suffering. And me understanding it, you see what happened. Me understanding it, I throw videos like this one into the videos with card readings. This way, those of you who would not go searching for Dr.Ramani or Ross Rosenberg or narcissism or narcissistic parents abused and why you choose constantly the wrong man, you might by a chance, or your guides, your keeper is going to bring you to this video, and you might listen to it and suddenly realize, holy moly, I've been dealing with this for 12 years. I can tell you a story which happened this morning. It was a very, very horrific case. A girl which was brought up by a narcissistic father, an alcoholic and submissive mother. And she chose, her first husband was just like this, because I already told you, you choose the replica of your father usually in your relationship, or father-mother relationship. It's subconscious. And then she barely survived her first husband, and she got married again. She went to another country. And it was not just a narcissist. It was narcissist with a psychopathic tendency. He was controlling her every move. And when she, while being married already with this beast, she fell in love with someone else at work. And I've done 3 readings with her, and basically was breaking my head through the concrete wall, because all she wanted to hear is, miraculously just something happens, and this one is gonna just leave her alone, stop torturing her, he will just walk away by himself, like the beast who gets a constant supply from the victim is gonna go away. Of course not. So I've done 3 readings, and I've done a lot of emailing, because when I see that I have to try, I know that probably 98% will not listen, but I have to try. So I've tried to break through to her through like 10 emails, until I just got completely tired, because, well, all I was hearing from her, I can't, I am scared, I'm afraid, I'll just pray, I'll leave it as it is, I leave it to universe. I'm like, honey, until you do something, universe is not going to do anything. Anyways, and it was very, very, very stressful for me, because I take each one of you personally. I take each reading, each of your story, each one of you personally. That's the way I am. This is how I am. And so she read my book in English, because she lives in Helsinki, and she wrote me today. I haven't heard from her for several months, and she wrote me today, completely different person, and we've called. She called me through a Facebook Messenger. She divorced. She completely cut everything with the beast. She divorced. She got a career, she got a job, she got a new apartment, she got a custody over her son, and she already met a completely different, wonderful man with golden heart, golden hands. And she tells me, if it wasn't you screaming, and how she got to know about all this, because she came to tarot reading channel to get some hopes and dreams, and then she got a reading with me. And when you do the reading with me, of course, I tell you what's there. I'm not, because in general reading, it can resonate, it cannot resonate. I cannot, tell you that 5,000 people watching the video, it's going to resonate for everyone. Of course, for someone is going to resonate, for someone not. But the chances, if you are watching videos on relationship on YouTube, big chances are that you have some issues in your relationship. That's why I try to do a lot of videos which are about your spirituality, the messages from your keepers, the messages from your higher self, the messages from your ancestors, what is your true gift, so on and so on. I don't want to be this relationship thing and constantly just telling you he's going to call you by the end of the week. I do relationships, of course, but if the cards are negative, I say it. And that is a huge warning for many of you. So I put educational videos into this channel. So by a chance, one of you who are being abused, but you don't know about it, are going to watch a video like this, then click a video by your Dr.Ramani channel, and it's going to be a revelation. You're going to be like, holy moly, I'm dealing with this. I need to get away. I need to run. I need to escape. So this is why I do this here. So I'm going to put the link by Dr. Ramani video, which called Narcissist and Path, Dark Fairy Tale. The thing is that this is scary and terrifying. And Dr. Ramani, she talks about it herself, that their narcissist, empath, dark fairy tale situations became epidemic. Narcissism, and this is scientifically proved, and you can look into it, that narcissism is only 20% of female. I don't tell you that female narcissists don't exist. Of course they do. I saw mothers narcissists and those poor daughters brought up by narcissistic mothers and screwed up for their entire life. But it's 80% men and 20% women. 80% men and 20% women. Of course, it depends. There are several types of narcissism, but there is a so-called even dark empath. There is a so-called dark triad. This is terrifying, but it's not far away. It is everywhere. I receive the letters 20 a day where it's so clearly you see the abuse, the narcissistic abuse. Please understand that narcissistic, whoever he is, malignant narcissist, he is there covert narcissist, he is grandiose, it doesn't matter. They all have pretty much the same tendencies of they need a supply and they need the source of supply, and when they get it in the empath, they suck empath dry, and it deteriorates physical health, emotional, mental. It destroys their empath. What is horrific in this situation? How it happened? Problem is that what Dr. Ramani screams and says million times, what other specialists by narcissistic abuse tell quadrillion times, that they do not change. And one of the main, most important reason why an empath stays in the narcissistic abusive relationship, sometimes it's parents, but mostly, of course, it's a love relationship, because two reasons. Because giving is natural for an empath. They are giving freely. This is how they are wired, how we are wired. And narc, it's his nature to take, but it's a bottomless cup. You cannot feel it. And this is number one. Number two, empath believes, because who is an empath? It's a very beautifully spirited creature. You are kind. You are compassionate. You want to save the whole world. And like my son told me, I talked to him yesterday, that is an empath which is multiplied by 1,000. He does not see nothing, but he sees only goodness in people. He sees only goodness in people, and he considers that wrong things which people do are caused by some, bad things which had been done to them before, probably in a childhood. Dr. Ramani says, Dr. Ramani, in this video, I'm going to leave you the link. She says, I understand that narcissist became this way most possibly because there was some wrong treatment by him when he was a child. But what you must understand very clearly, that cannot and must not ever excuse the way they treat people. And what happens with empath? Empath believes that with love, please hear me, you can heal anyone. But clinical researchers lasting for dozens of years say and prove 1,000 times that narcissist cannot be saved, changed, softened, nothing. Just as a dog is a dog, and you don't bring your dog to a veterinary clinic and say, I want this dog to be a cat. If I love this dog enough, is it gonna be a cat? You take animals as they are. You don't expect the pig to fly. No matter how much you're gonna love the pig, it's not gonna fly. The nature of a snake to sting you, or the nature of a vampire to suck your blood. No matter how much you love a vampire needs your blood, and he needs to suck that blood out of you. And this is why they cannot be softened. They cannot be changed. They cannot be healed. They cannot be saved. They cannot be nothing. This is what you must understand. No amount of hopes, no amount of sacrificing yourself, no amount of love, no amount of going to a sacred places and fasting for 40 days, no amount of nothing change the manipulator, the narcissist, the psychopath, the dark triad, whoever he is. We can call them manipulators. They all manipulate. They, or all narcs. They cannot be changed. There is only one outcome here. Only one for an empath. If empath stays with a narc abuser, they are it's not even slowly happening. Narcs use gaslighting. Narcs use twisting what you're saying. I already have enough videos about them. They never say they are wrong. They never take responsibility. They never keep true to their word. They don't have empathy. They can fake it, but how we fall for them. Dr. Ramani says this story. You are gold-hearted, kind, beautiful, golden soul girl. You come into the party room and you see this man, this beautiful man, who is surrounded by a crowd of people, and everyone is catching to his every word because they are brilliant performers. If they become actors, they become such actors which have tons of awards usually, because they are absolutely brilliant at wearing whatever cover the wolf in a sheep's clothes. And they are extremely charming. They are insanely charismatic. They are insanely intellectual, smart, bright, witty, humorous. They are magnets. Why? Because they need constant supply, and they learn to throw the show. And then you fall for such a man and you are an empath. You don't expect that you're going to be used, abused, and squeezed dry. And you start dating and he charms you. You fall head forward in love, and everything can be good for a couple of weeks. And then the wolf shows his face, but when the wolf shows his face, he blames you or twists it in such a way that you start to blame yourself. This is called self-gaslighting. He tells you, I failed at work because I've been spending too much time with you. And or he disappears and you start thinking, what have I done wrong? What have I said wrong? Self-gaslighting. You start to try to find your fault where your fault is not there. Beside Dr. Ramani, I'm going to link all my own videos on this subject in the description box and in the comments section. So please watch Dr. Ramani video. Please subscribe to her channel so you don't become a victim. So what happens then? You start gaslighting, you start self-gaslighting, you start blaming yourself. Another problem with narcs, when they feel that you try to get away from them, you try to escape, they turn on their Prince Charming best man in the world again. And for 1 to 3 days or a week, he can be wonderful. And this way, you start fooling yourself thinking, well, he can be nice. I've seen this situation repeating itself for years. A narc turns on a charm, takes his wife to a restaurant, to bowling, and she's like, oh, but he changed, but he can be nice, he understood everything. He throws the show, she stays, everything repeats again. Because a narc needs a source of supply. They take. An empath is the best source of supply because they are givers, and they give freely, and they give to a narc because he needs it, and they give and they give and they give and they give until nothing is left from them. The result of the relationship with a narc, I had seen the most tragic loss of life. Cancer I've seen 2 times real cases when cancer happened to people. One time it was a man, 3 times. 2 times it was a woman. And all 3 cases were fatal because they didn't leave. They kept on hoping. One woman, she said that she wasn't capable financially to provide to herself, and she stayed with him. She died, unfortunately. And one as well didn't leave him because she was believing that things gonna change and miraculously he's gonna be better. And also, unfortunately, it ended up as death. And one man, but it was about 20 years ago as well. He felt it was a rare case of narcissistic wife, a very rare case, and he was soft and giving and empathic. He felt responsible for her, and it was a nice nightmare. And he got a cancer because when someone keeps on eating you, sucking your blood, they are sucking your life energy. They're sucking your emotions, your feelings, your very soul. They're sucking it all out of you. The longer they do it, of course, the more physical health goes. And the narcissistic abuse victims, they consider themselves worthless. They consider themselves crazy. They consider themselves not deserving of nothing. It's horrific. The results of being with a narc is horrific. It's a nightmare, and it's everywhere. It's not like it's not going to happen to me. I'm smart. It happens with all kinds of people, even very smart people, but especially empath, because it's natural to give, and narc is natural for him to take. But please treasure yourself, and please watch Dr. Ramani's video. I'm gonna link it, Empath, Narcissist, Dark Fairy Tale. And quickly, I'm going to show you the cards. If you see those cards, you have to know that this is the sign to run. The horrific, terrible 7 of Swords. Yesterday on my Patreon, I've made a video about this card. Horrible. It's like if you are meeting death facing you. Run. Horrific card. Another horrible Page of Swords. Cruel, cold-hearted narc. Magician, extremely charming and extremely skilled narc who manipulates in such way that you don't even know you're being manipulated. Extremely dangerous Knight of Swords who enjoys your pain, enjoys to see you suffer. The more you suffer, the more he enjoys it. Hangman is about you if it depicts you, because if you look at yourself in the relationship and see, who am I in this relationship? You're asking the cards, who am I in this relationship? You see this, then you are being kept hanging on and used and abused in such way that you don't even know you are. King of Swords. You know what? I cannot tell you how many times in readings I see this. You know what mistakes? He has this very cold charm to him. The biggest mistakes is in relationship with King of Swords is the women hope that they're gonna soften him and they're gonna melt his heart, warm up his heart, and he's gonna get better. Absolutely horrible card of the moon. You are being manipulated, used, abused, lied to, double-faced person, game played, and you can get stuck in this for years to come. Really bad. 4 of Cups, if this is you. Most of the time, if you are in relationship and you see this, and this is you waiting for things to change, but if this is about your man, then it can be, yes, he can take whatever you're giving him, but he's not gonna give nothing back. Horrible, a very dangerous 10 of. This already means that your life is in danger. Not only you are dealing with a narc, but this is also probably a psychopath. You see a man lying on his stomach, 10 swords in his back. This is also, your life is in danger. You don't have to be a tarot reader to understand, of course. 3 of swords, Tower. You are in relationship, you are destroying your life, destroying your health, destroying your everything. You are stuck in relationship which are destroying you outside and inside as well. 8 of swords. 4 of pentacles. You are dealing with a narc who will take and will give you absolutely nothing. Emperor, not as much, but you have to see the cards next to him. Usually Emperor is a married man, and who uses once in a while, has affair to have some fun, but usually they consider themselves the center of the universe, and they not gonna do nothing towards the woman they are using. Of course, Devil, no questions asked about it. Absolutely horrific, as dangerous as 10 of swords, 9 of swords. You are in danger, and if you don't escape, things can happen. And 5 of swords, that one will not let you be until you're dead, pretty much, metaphorically saying or not metaphorically saying. This one will fight the sweat and blood to never let you go. Be very careful if you see these cards, whether you do your readings yourself or you see them in other videos. This is all I wanted to tell you. I hope that someone I have saved today. Namaste.